name is Leslie Spencer, and this video is part of a series in Strong, Built, and Beautiful. This particular video is for women who've had breast cancer surgery, especially if you've had lymph nodes removed like I have. Exercise, even weight training, is a great thing for women who've had breast cancer. I started weight training during my breast cancer treatment, and I've continued it ever since. If you're going to weight train, though, you need to be smart about it. You can do anything that a woman who hasn't had lymph nodes removed can do. You just need to take some extra precautions. One of the risks you will run is that you'll develop a condition called lymphedema. Lymphedema is when your arms and your hands fill up with fluid and they swell because of pressure changes or because of some intense force that's placed against your arms or your hands. The way you protect yourself from that is by wearing something called a compression garment or a compression sleeve. I got my compression garments 4 months after I had my breast cancer surgery. Unfortunately, I had an episode of lifting weights where I actually had some lymphedema develop in my right arm, but I haven't had any in my left arm. So I got my compression garments, and I'm happy to say that the garments have kept my lymphedema from getting any worse in my right arm, and I haven't had any develop in my left arm. I just make sure I wear my sleeves every single time I exercise. I got my compression sleeves from a physical therapist who was specifically trained to work with breast cancer patients. Don't assume that every physical therapist knows how to do this. You want to ask, are they certified and trained to work with women who've had breast cancer? My physical therapist not only taught me some great exercises to do, but they measured me for the sleeves and they helped me find a company where I could get my sleeves. My health insurance pays for 90% of the cost of my sleeves, so it's worth it to see if your health insurance would cover the cost of yours too. So, before I exercise, I take my sleeve, I fold it in half. It's the easiest way to get it on. I slide it on my arm, and I make sure that it fits smoothly from my wrist all the way up to my shoulder. I also put on something called a hand gauntlet to make sure that there's no swelling in my fingers. I put the sleeves on before I start exercising, and I leave them on for about 20 minutes after I finish exercising, just to really give my arms a chance to cool down and to make sure that I won't have any swelling in my arms or in my hands as a result of exercise. I've been training for almost 2 years, and so I've gotten to the point where I can lift pretty heavy weights. And I have found that I can train intensely, I can train hard, I can lift heavy weights, and I don't have any problems at all as long as I wear my sleeves. The sleeves don't restrict my range of motion at all. I can do every exercise in the gym that I want to do. I also wear my sleeves when I do intense cardio work. If I'm going to be running, if I'm going to be on the elliptical trainer, I'll put my sleeves on because that could also be a time that my arms could swell. The only downside I have found to wearing the sleeves is that they do get hot. So in the summer, sometimes that's hard. I have to exercise early in the morning, or I just make sure that I exercise in an air-conditioned space where I can really stay cool. Other than that, the sleeves are great, and they don't keep me from doing anything that I want to do activity-wise or in the gym. So I encourage you, exercise, weight train. It's good for you, especially if you've had breast cancer treatment and breast cancer surgery. Don't shy away from it. Just make sure you get your sleeves, make sure you wear them every time, and make sure you replace them about every 6 months because sleeves do wear out. Okay, good luck with your program.